Hello world of YouTube, and welcome to another Discography review update. This time around, I'm updating my Machine Head review by reviewing their new album, which came out this week, Onto the Locust. Now, if you have not seen the original review, click the door fedora. It's a magical thing. Takes you to a magical place. You go there. If you have not seen, yes. Good times. Awesome. It's a bit of a long one, because I cramp all of their albums into one video, but I usually go to my in-depthness. This album, Onto the Locust, came out this week. I've been listening to it virtually non-stop. I've somewhat a bit to say, so why don't we go ahead and get this shit started. I've made it a damn goal to finish this discography review. Now, the album itself starts off just abruptly, which can be a bit off-putting for some people, but I didn't mind it. It was just a bit, whoa. Starts with my favorite song on the album, actually, I Am Hell, which is a sonata. And, holy shit. It's broken up into 3 parts, and it's so epic. Like, that really defines the sound of this album, because this album is just really focusing on being grandiose and, just trying to set itself aside from the blackening. It's not trying to replicate the blackening, it's trying to craft its own sound. And this album really shows a growth with the band instrumentally. You can tell that Rob took lessons on the guitar, especially on this song, This Is the End. That opening sounds very medieval, and it fades into this epic, fast riff. And, I mean, the drums on this album are some of the best Dave has done, like, in terms of just intense wall of sound creating. Like, whenever the drums kick in, aside from on tracks like Locust and Darkness Within, it usually adds, like, this huge wall of sound to it, and it's awesome. And to go back to I Am Hell for a second, that song just gets me pumped. Like, the first time I hear that chorus, I'm like, yeah! It gets me really into the album, and this album is just superb. It's not as good as it's not, better than The Blackening. It's almost as good as The Blackening. Like, this album kicks so much ass. It's only 7 tracks, but they are some big-ass tracks. From all of the reviews I've read on the album, they are giving criticism to the song Darkness Within as being kind of this dip on the album. I just think it's kind of this climax, in a way, because you have this decline, not this decline, but like this kind of climax with Darkness Within, this resolution with Pearl Before the Swine and Who We Are being this grand style closing that opens kind of the same way as I Am Hell, which is kind of similar to how the last album was. It opened with this really long track, it closed with this really long track. This album opens with this harmony with Rob and closes with this children's harmony that really, threw me off the first time I heard it. The fact that they incorporated, like, children singing the chorus, and adding this kind of almost somber tone to the last song. And it's very just kick-ass. Like, they really made this kind of anthemic song with the last one. It's very sing-along in the chorus. Like, I can definitely picture the crowd singing along to Who We Are. And this album is just full of awesome. I mean, the writing is so battle-y. Like, This Is the End, I Am Hell, like these very intense lyrics coming from Rob, and he's just executing it extremely well. This is definitely the first contender that's come out to compete for the Album of the Year slot. Which, by the way, if nothing else fantastic that blows me away comes out, my list is done for the year. I'm done with my end of the year list, but that's beside the point. I love this album. I have literally been listening to it on almost non-stop since it came out on Tuesday, and I got it Wednesday, but I love this album. If you love Machine Head, you will love this album. If you love metal, you will love this album. It's so just awesome. It's thrashy, it's groovy, it's gritty, it's soft, it's hard. It's just about anything under the spectrum of heavy. It is just kick-ass. I love it. My favorite song. This review just does not want to be filmed. But to sum it all up, this album is so fucking awesome. I love it. It just, pick up this album. Pick up this album. It fits perfectly in the timeline of the career. I don't think anything else would have been as good following The Blackening if it wasn't this. I mean, that... You guys know how much I love The Blackening if you've seen my review. It's my second favorite metal album of all time. It's the best metal album in a long time, and this is... I was hoping for something like this. They did not disappoint at all. Hopefully you enjoy this review. Hopefully you agree with me. My favorite track is I Am Hell. As usual, it'll be linked in the other thingy. Yeah. Just, oh my god. This band is gonna go places.